How do you guys manage to market yourselves with this?
Marketing, I mean, now we're using the app Buffer. So basically it's scheduling all the posts.
Buffer.
Yeah, Buffer is an app. It lets you have 3 social media accounts at a time to schedule up to 20 posts. You can have 20 posts scheduled at a time. So I usually do like Sundays. I'll sit down. I'll look at what my week is. I'll start scheduling everything out for the week. So it's going to post my tweet at this time or my Instagram post at this time. That helps me a lot during music week. And helps me a lot during the week that I'm at work and I really can't get my hands on posting something at 1 or 2. Marketing wise is just commenting on, the different clubs, places, things like that, that I'm ready to go. A lot of people have found me from that. I do own now on Facebook, Miami Club Scene. So I do own that page. Started it this year I started it with 20 people and now it's at over 500 something people. So it's a lot of, people on the clubs and things like that. So a lot of people that DJ, things like that, but I control the announcements. So anything that's going on for the week, I post it as an announcement pinned to the post. But that's really the marketing thing. Now I've been doing a lot of TikToks. Radiant is another page right now since there's not a lot of festivals. Radiant, which is a lot of EDM people and things like that. That's really one thing that I've been using a lot more to market since there's not a lot of events and not a lot of promoters that know about it. Just to get people out there. So it's pretty much just finding people and then, finding little groups. So if I go to the club, I'll find a little group, talk to them, see how they're doing, how do they come in? Do they know someone here? They say no, I give them my business card, let them know I work here. Just get, people like that. So before it was like, we didn't have to go to the club. It was all, people just buy tickets. Now it's like I have to go to the club, see people, talk to them, mingle a little bit just to get, notice and things like that.
So let me ask you this. I'm asking some free counselor advice. Yeah. Let's say, because the purpose of this podcast show that I created is a learning experience. It's advisory. Like I'm trying to guide people like, all right, this is based on my experience. This is what I did. This is what I've done. This is what my people surrounded me done. And I always try to give them little advice and recommendations what to do and what to do. What type of advice would you give me on how I can successfully market myself with this podcast show to the next level? What are your advice that you will give to me?
For a podcast show, I would say, Twitter, find hashtags that work with a podcast type of thing to get people from that. Start liking their post, maybe listen to other people's podcasts, comment on their videos on YouTube, things like that. Or if they're on Twitch as well. Instagram, I would always, my thing with Instagram is if you're going to post on Instagram, it has to be on a solid day, like on a weekend and like usually 3 times a week. And then stories for some reason is where I get most of my people. On a story post on an Instagram, I will get 200 views. On a post that I posted on Instagram, I'll get like 100. So it's more of, view based off of there. And then what I post on Twitter, I don't really post on Instagram. What I post on TikTok, I do post on my Instagram story as well, so people can see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's literally that. And then what I've been doing club-wise and gaming-wise and things like that is finding, like I said, finding people that do the same thing you do. So if you find a podcaster, visit their page, comment on their page, write a comment on one of their podcasts. So like you watch Joe Rogan, maybe comment on one of his videos or anything like that. Because people actually click on it. They'll click on the on the person and see, oh shit, they're a podcaster too. Let me listen to them. Or they're a gamer. Let me listen to them. Or, that's why I post a lot on Treehouse's events, because people might click on my name and go, oh man, he's promoting the event. He has a discount code. I'm gonna, So it's just to get your exposure to the same type of area that you're trying to portray. So it's worked on every avenue. It's worked on promoting wise. It's promoted on my Twitch, which gone from 0 followers up to over 500 now that I have right now in over 4 months. And it's just that finding people that do the same type of games that I play, going on their pages, writing stuff, getting to know them, and then people start following me from that. Same thing, so that's the easiest way. It's finding people that have the same type of thing you like. So you like music, this is a music podcast. So finding people with that same type of thing and just, commenting, maybe liking their posts. Obviously, posts that are correct, not the posts that we talked about before that were not correct. But
yeah, no, not that.
But there's people that out there that, if there's an artist that you liking their post, because I do that a lot. I'll go into someone's post and see what they wrote or what they liked and see who they are. Maybe there's someone that I like, Plus your title. Always your title has to portray what you're doing. So if you're a promoter, I have my thing saying Twitch promoter, Twitch affiliate. Mm-hmm. So people know, oh shit, he's this and he's that. Same thing with my Twitter. It's the same thing. I have my title literally states, what I do. So
now that's not
that I'm 38 Miami male that you post what you're doing. So
I do actually have a title saying like, welcome to my page. This is the home base of the Lone Wolv podcast. And also when you listen to one of my latest music, that's basically one thing. I want to change topics now. And I want to get into the Twitch thing.
Okay.
Because now it's very interesting that you got yourself a Twitch account and now you're more into that whole gaming stuff. What decided for you to change those roles? Are you? I mean, you were a DJ and promoter. Now you're also a Twitch streamer and a gamer. What made those changes?
Well, I was working from home. I've been working from home since March, so it kind of got me into let me get a gaming PC. Let me get some monitors.
Yeah.
And I started watching some Twitch streamers, and I'm like, man, you know what? I can do this. I've always wanted to be an actor. I'll do funny shit on my streams, and I like horror games, so. I started playing one horror game and things like that, started getting to different Discords, following people. And it's just, it's something that I always do. I always spread a positive note at the end of my stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even looking for people to subscribe and to, give me bits. If they do, that's great. You know what? Whatever they pay is going back into the stream. But I always say at the end of the stream, I'm here to give you guys laughs because I scream a lot, because I freak out.
I've seen one of your tweets. I was laughing my ass off.
And I do all my OBS stuff. I do all my video editing. I do. So it's one person doing everything. That, some people have like 8 people doing it, but I do it because people out there, there's so much negativity out there that if I could just make one person's day a little bit better, like one streamer did to me, that when I watch Dowsy on stream when he's playing Dead by Daylight, because if I'm having a bad day, makes me feel better, I want to do the same thing for someone else out there, which is why I do my Twitch streams, is to spread that positivity, to make sure that people out there that are having a bad day have a good day, do what they like to do. I do TikToks, which are funny as hell, and I dress up and everything like that. And I can
I've seen some of that on Instagram. Yeah.
I've had people from work go to me, "Are you sure you're okay?" I'm like, "I'm perfectly fine, but let me ask you a question. Did you laugh?" "Yeah." "How was your morning?" "It was terrible." "Perfect, but you laughed, didn't you?" "Yeah." There you go. Your day's better. So there's so much negativity. There's so many people that are arguing, and it's just
I love it.
Laugh. That's all I'm doing it for. It's not really because of I'm trying to make it if it becomes a career, it becomes a career, but it's more of giving people a place that they can go and just laugh and just joke around with me and things like that.
A fun hobby.
Yeah, a fun hobby, So
I love that.
If it turns into something else later on, then it is what it is. I mean, I've been doing it for 4 months. Some of these streamers say that they take 2-3 years to become, an actual major job, but who knows what's going to happen in the next year or two. So,
how many followers you got so far?
On Twitch, we passed 500. We're at 5.
Shut up.
Yeah, we're at 510 followers. Now, this is the thing that I did. I did mathematics because I'm a numbers guy.
Okay.
A lot of the main Twitch streamers I watch, 2 to 4% of your followers is what's going to watch your stream. So some of them have like 10,000 people, things like that. So 2%, which is 2,000, it's what they're getting. So I'm trying to get more followers. It'll get there eventually. But yeah, no, I mean, people do donate, people do subscribe. I think like 10 subscribers right now on my channel. I mean, it's not much, but I mean, it's something, but it's growing little by little. So
okay.
Yeah, people love it. People love my TikTok. My TikTok's over 200 people right now in less than 2 months.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, I've met people. I've met people from different cities that, are, want to meet up eventually once this whole entire pandemic ends. I've seen people that like to go to Comic Cons, to TwitchCon next year. I'm going to that. Hopefully, if it doesn't get canceled.
Right. I hear.
But yeah, you're meeting people. I'm not meeting the same people I meet in Miami. I'm meeting people from from Ohio, from California, from Arizona, from different places. And I have a friend now in Jacksonville that he lives in. He plays the same game I do. And we're talking about meeting up in Orlando to go to Universal one day, and things like that. So it's a community. I like it. It's different. So it's a place to get all the negative stuff that I have maybe in life and just throw it to the side and just, forget about it and just enjoy myself and just game. And that's it.
That's good to hear, man. I love hearing stuff like this, man, because you hardly get to hear that or see any of that stuff in real life. And man, kudos for you to get those 500 followers in Twitch, man. I only got 7.
It's a lot of Discords, a lot of tweeting and stuff like that. And
really,
yeah,
that's interesting. So, tell me a little bit more about the whole PlayStation and Xbox war. What's your thoughts about those, and what's recently happened?
What I would suggest is don't get a PlayStation or Xbox until about 3 months after. Let them all get all their kinks out. Both systems have issues already. PlayStation's not going to have any app. Most of their apps not a release on release date. Xbox has some games that aren't going to be released. If I were you, buy yourself a PlayStation and buy yourself a gaming PC. Reason why is because every Xbox games can be played on a Windows PC.
Yep.
So why am I going to pay $500 for a hardware when I can buy myself a $500 graphics card for my PC and play all those games on my PC? So that's my opinion. I mean, I'm probably going to get a PlayStation just for the PlayStation portion of it, and everything's digital now. Like, I'm not even buying the one with the CD in it because
really
everything's all digital. It's 100% digital. I don't like popping in a CD, waiting for it to load. I just click on whatever game I want to play and open it up, and that's it.
But what about games that you believe that they're too expensive right now, and then later on when you see on Amazon or GameStar or Best Buy or somewhere is like half the price, but then when you go to the digital store, it's still full price?
I mean, PlayStation always has
once in a while it has sales, yeah. But
Xbox has their Game Pass, which is what I use. Because they give free games. It's $15 a month, but you get some free games out of it that are good. But I mean, it depends. I mean, if I see a game that's out there that I really want, I'm gonna pay the $60 for it. There are some games that I know that come out that are $60, and I know for a fact that game's gonna drop in price to $30. If it drops, let's say for example, Black Friday to what I wanted to, and it's not available on the store, I'll go and buy the digital copy. I mean, it happens. I mean, the real copy. It happens, but most of the time you can buy the digital copy for the same price. Nintendo's one system that, honest to God, yeah, you're screwed. They're always gonna be $50, $60. They don't drop their price at all.
For real.
Legend of Zelda's still at $60. I have
Zelda, the Marios, like Pokemon, yeah, it's still full price.
They don't drop the price ever.
No.
So,
oh man. And what you thought about the whole how PlayStation handled the whole pre-order shit and how Xbox handled it?
I think both of them screwed up.
Really?
I don't think it's them most. I think it's more the stores that were trying to get more pre-orders than they needed.
Right.
I think GameStop got more than they needed, so they had to refund a couple people, but now they're getting more systems in. So it's just a huge issue of what's going on with that. I just don't like getting a system when it comes out. I like to wait a couple months, see if there's any issues with it, with the hardware or with the actual casing or anything like that. Let other people mess it up.
It's very interesting because that's one of the things that my cousins always talked about, because we were all planning on getting the PlayStation. Like, because obviously what we were talking about is like having the Xbox. Like, if I have a Razer, I have a Razer, and the graphics card is amazing, and it goes smoothly in some of the games. If I have a Razer and I can get Halo on the Razer, why do I need to get that? So we all focus like our attention. Let's just focus on PlayStation, and that's it. So when the whole PlayStation thing happened about the pre-orders, like all my cousins like lost faith and hope at the same time, and they were like, "Man, we'll just wait until next year. We'll January when Resident Evil 8 comes out, or another good game that we're all looking forward to. Like every game we have right now, it's only games that we already played, and any new games, they're gonna have it on PlayStation 4 too as well. Like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man, it's gonna be on PlayStation 4. So why buy it now? At that time, I was like, man, I want to buy this game because I'm always a Sony fan. I always want to buy PlayStation. But then hearing that, and then hearing the stuff that you're saying, it makes me double think. It's like, maybe I should wait, because there's nothing really.
It's not. It's just to have it there, and like, oh, I have the system. It's like, all right, but there's not really that much. Like Spider-Man came out, it's good, that's great, but I'm just like, I'd rather just wait a little bit. Then you also have to start seeing what your friends play, because, for example, there's some games out there that aren't cross-play. So
yeah, they're not cross-platform.
One big game out there, I'm not sure if there's any Overwatch people out there, but Overwatch is not cross-play at all. So
it's only on PlayStation and PC?
If you play PlayStation, you have to play it on PlayStation. If you have it on Xbox, you have to play with Xbox people. You have it on Steam, you have to play it with people on Steam. Or on Blizzard, whatever it is. Not Steam, but Blizzard.
That's why that made sense. That's why a lot of PlayStation and Xbox fans were heated, the fact that they made it cross-platform, because they say that people who play Call of Duty on a PC have a much more advantage than gamers because of the mouse.
100%.
Yeah. This is like...
Yeah.
That made sense. Well, when was the last time you watched The Mandalorian?
I saw it Friday at 7:00 in the morning.
Okay, so we can talk about it. Good, thank God.
Oh no, I'm awake at 7:00 in the morning. I'm like, before I go to work, I'm turning it on and watching it. Like, I don't give a crap,
bro. Because I want to talk about The Mandalorian a little bit, because it's obviously something Star Wars related. It's canon. It's officially canon. What are your thoughts about? Have you heard the rumors about The Mandalorian, about the actor Pedro Pascal?
Well, I know he had issues with the actual show at one time.
Right. And I mean, the recent updates were like, I think they're trying to write him off or something, because because he doesn't have enough screenplay.
Yeah, he was pissed off because of the fact that he thought the show was about the Mandalorian, not so much about the little child. And then last episode, it wasn't that much about him. He was like, look, I need more about me and not so much about
the kid,
the little kid. If not, I'm just gonna, this will be my last season. I think, I mean, he's got a good screenplay in the first 2 episodes, so I think, hasn't really been that much of the child as much.
No, it just looks like Baby Yoda is like the sidekick. That's how I look at it. I don't see. I mean, I see some screenplay from Yoda, but other than that, it's just him. And God, I love it. I love this guy. Like, I love the show. Like, kudos for Disney Plus to make this show. Like, this is a show that we really needed it, and it landed on a perfect timing with the streaming.
Yeah.
What do you think it's gonna happen with this Disney Plus stream service?
I think that's the way it's gonna go. I think
Talk
TV
to me.
itself. I think TV itself is gonna be gone. I have internet at home. I have gigapower, and then AT&T's like, oh, why don't you get DirecTV? I'm like, no. Why am I gonna pay $50 for TV service I don't watch? I got Sling, I think, for 2 months, and then I don't watch anything on TV. I'm either on Netflix, Hulu, or Disney Plus. So it's to the point that a lot of the shows are going on there.
Yeah.
And then even Hulu, half of their shows, like whatever you like to watch on Sunday night, they show it the next day. So it's like, I'm usually Sunday night watching football now, or I'm streaming. So I'll just wait till the next morning and watch my shows like Bob's Burgers or Simpsons or whatever. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay for TV service for something that I can watch, pretty much through there. And then Amazon now owns Thursday Night Football, so all Thursday Night Football's on Amazon. Oh
yeah, I've seen a couple. I've seen a couple of games in Amazon there. So I was like, oh, sweet.
Why am I paying for TV? So there's no point. I think this is the way it's gonna go. Disney Plus is coming out Loki. They're coming out with a bunch of different TV shows. They might do more spin-offs with Star Wars as well. But I think this is the way everything's going to go from now on. I think Netflix is probably going to start losing some steam because they've been canceling a lot of shows lately.
They're canceling a lot of shows because of the shows of the movies that the shows and movies they're not showing as much ratings, and then movies that are very cancel culture, controversial and shit and whatnot. And
then they're paying all these artists a lot of money to do shows and movies, and they're pretty bad. So
some of the movies I've seen on Netflix were like, how do you like what?
Like Adam Sandler's last movie, I didn't like it.
Hubie Halloween. Yeah. I remember that Adam Sandler said that if I don't get a fucking Oscar or something nomination from Uncut Gems, I'm doing another goofy movie shit.
And that's because I think he got signed for 5 movies on Netflix, and that's one of the movies that he's doing. Eddie Murphy got signed right now also for Netflix.
And Dave Chappelle is always gonna be there, so I'm happy for seeing some more Dave Chappelle. So, comics. Have you read any recent comics?
I have not read recent comics. I actually have a good friend of mine on TikTok that has forced me to go to a comic book store to buy a bunch because she keeps on showing me all these comic books, and I am going to start buying some more. So, Stranger Things episode 2 just came out as a comic book, and there's a new Wolverine also that came out that I want to start checking out. Okay. As well. So I still collect comic books. I still collect them and stuff like that. I just haven't really read anything recently.
All right. So there's one that I will tell you should get. But this is only if you like the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah. Get The Last Ronin.
Okay.
It's called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin. It's from the original Ninja Turtle creators, Kevin Eastman. And I believe they're doing a 5 publishing of that comic book series.
Okay.
So chapter 1's out. There's 4 more that I think they're coming out December or January or something. I don't know. Or something like that. I'm writing it. I'm buying them. Like I've read the first one because I was curious, like, holy shit, who's the fucking last Ronin of the Ninja Turtles? And then when I read it, oh my God, it's good. It's gorgeous. It's on point with the story. And then at the end, when they announce who's the last Ronin,
that's the thing. I used to go to a comic book store on 87th and Coral Way, I think it was. And they closed down. And then they were doing a pull list, but the thing is that the pull list is that you have to text them, meet them somewhere. They give you the comic books, and I'm like, dude, I don't have time to. Like me, like I want to go when I need to go to the comic book. Yeah. So I gotta go to Orca Comics. I did my subscription there. I just gotta go there, let them know all the comic books I want, so they can start doing my pull order. So I can just, go there when I can, pay for it, and pick it up. So
yeah, no, I rather pay for my comics. I don't care how long it's gonna take for them to deliver my home, but I want to own it. I don't want to give it to someone else later on. Like,
no. The way it was working was that the comic book store closed, so they still do pull list. You pay them through PayPal, and they go, okay, fine. We can meet up between this time and this time. I don't have time to get out of my house to drive somewhere to pick them up from someone. Whenever I just go to a comic book store and just go, you have my pull list? Yeah, here they are. Perfect. Here's the money. Take it and go. I don't like that whole entire, you pay and then, you're wishful thinking that you're going to get it by Saturday. Then they can't make it by Saturday. So you got to wait till Monday. It's like, no. So I gotta go to Orca Comics, which is on 107th, and do my subscription.
The one I actually got it is, initially it came from Midtown Comics in New York because that was the only time I was able to pre-order. I didn't know that this is becoming a short printed series. I mean, it wasn't pro COVID, but now it is, and now it's the first come first serve, and
a lot. I know there's a lot of issues with the issues being released because of COVID. There was a lot earlier that some issues were being delayed and things like that, but yeah, I mean,
so now the one that I registered because like shit, New York, I'd rather go somewhere local here, and the one I registered for the one I pre-ordered was I think it was Cosmic Comic Corp.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, it was like West Miami, somewhere there. It was like, and I got I secured myself my second copy of the second issue that's coming like later. Like I'm no worry, I'm in a hurry. I was just blown away the fact that how the last Ronin ended up, and obviously people are already saying that. Whoever the turtle you guys think it is not. It is
Michelangelo. I don't know who it is. I'm just saying. I'm just saying a name.
Spoilers alert.
No, I just like Michelangelo. That's my favorite out of the 4.
You're gonna love it, then. You're gonna love it. That's all I gotta say to you. You're gonna love it. You're not gonna hate it. You're not gonna be sad. You're gonna be like, oh my God, it's him. Spoiler alert, everybody, just to let you guys know. Because he just figured out who it was.
I have a 25% chance, so it's not that hard.
Lastly, movies. What do you think about what's happening with these movie theaters that they're all literally AMC is about to shut down? They're losing like $90 billion. What's gonna happen with the movie theater scenes? Regal's is already closing a couple of stores. I don't know if the one in Kendall is about to be closed. That's the one I go, but I know that movie theaters and AMC's are like it's gonna be done though.
I think that the movie theater companies, Universal, Sony, all these companies. Well, Sony has PlayStation, so they can just easily just do it off of there.
Yeah,
dude, you're better off just making people pay for like Mulan did on Disney Plus, which I didn't rent because I'm going to wait till December.
Yeah.
But they're better off doing that, a subscription-based type of thing. HBO Max, I think they own DC now.
Yeah, they do. I mean, DC, HBO Max it's in partnership with Warner Brothers.
Yeah. Well, the DC
is owned by Warner Brothers. Yeah. So HBO, HBO's is.
I had to cancel my DC app because they're not really showing anything else there. It's more now on HBO Max. But HBO Max can easily do that. They can just go, look, give us Wonder Woman, give us all these movies. We'll pay you this amount of money, and we'll just charge whatever $20. You rent it, it's yours for life, and that's it. I mean, that's the way they should do it. Going to the movie theater, paying $15 a ticket, then I have to pay $100 for food, for a box of popcorn and candy. You know, because it gets to the point that you're spending money for what? For to sit somewhere that you're not even sure if you're going to sit where you want to sit.
Right.
Which is why I only did the one in Kendall. I think it was an AMC.
The one in Kendall is the Regal one. The one next to the Best Buy and the little shopping mall.
No, I'm talking about the one on 24th Street. That's an AMC.
I'm talking the one in 88.
Yeah. Okay, no, there's one on 24th that's an AMC, but it has like reclining seats and stuff. Like it's kind of similar, but not.
Oh, got you.
That's the only thing. If I can't get assigned seating that I can pick my seat, I don't go. Because I'm not going to pay $20 to go into the movie theater packed with 1 million people and get seats all the way somewhere I don't want to sit. So I think movie theaters are going to die. Maybe there'll be some drive-in movie theaters. That'll be a lot better.
Hard Rock was planning to do that.
Yeah, I mean, do something like that. But I mean, movie theaters, I don't think they're going to be a huge thing anymore. I mean, to follow with all those COVID things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They can't hold off any more longer. And all these movies being pushed back and keep on being pushed back, it's not going to, they're going to lose money out of it. So,
I mean, do you believe like paying like $30 like Disney Plus did on Mulan, is it worth paying it?
Mulan, no. If it's a movie, I mean, depends on who it is.
So what if this time they decided to release Black Widow on Disney Plus and it's gonna be the same price at $30? Will you pay the $30 to see?
I'll pay $30. I mean, if I have people coming over, I'll pay the $30 on my account. I mean, when Bill and Ted came out on Amazon, I paid I think it was like
10, 15, 20.
It was 12 to rent and 18 to buy. I bought it. I paid $18. I'm like, all right, it's mine now for life. I'm like, why not? It's better for me just to pay the money. I can sit at home. I can make my own popcorn. I can have alcohol with me if I want to and watch my movie without having to worry about driving, wasting gas or anything like that. So I think they're all collectively getting together. Everybody does it. Cruise lines do it. Movie theaters do it. They all get together. All these companies are working together. And they're probably going to come out saying like that. Like, look, we'll just release the movies to Disney Plus or through HBO Max or through whatever program and go from there. Because AMC and Regal, they're going to start asking for more royalties out of these movies.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen. They're going to be like, nope, sorry, we'll just release it here. So
yeah,
we'll see how it works.
It was like one of those things that do you remember when Universal said about the end, oh my God, we loved it how all the expectations of Trolls movie came. We're going to start releasing movies on stream. And then all of a sudden AMC shots fires at that. How dare you? We're going to remove all your movies from our theaters. Everybody says like, good thing that AMC did that to draw the line that they should not fuck with movie theaters. Me, however, I had a different thought process. I said, AMC, that was kind of stupid for you guys to threaten a movie studio because look how things are happening right now. You guys are not generally having any income whatsoever, and they can just release their music on their own.
Yeah.
They'll have all the money will go straight to them. So you're basically you're biting the hand that feeds you.
Yeah.
Because remove movies out of the equation, what do you got to do on a movie theater? What's the whole point of AMC? Where their income doesn't come from ticket sales and box office. Their main income comes from people coming in and buy from popcorns and slushies and food and all that. That's their main income. Because everybody comes over to the movie theaters, they want fucking popcorns, ice creams, and all that. And they sell alcohol. Oh yeah, we got alcoholics here, so let's get some beer, some drinks, and whatnot. Why not?
And that's with everything. Everything's like that.
Yeah.
PlayStation, they don't make money on the system. They make money on the controllers. They make money on the games and stuff like that. So it's the same thing with movie theaters. I mean, I think they're not going to be able to recover from it. I think it's just going to go directly to streaming services.
So you believe that Black Widow and such others will go straight right there?
I think it will. I mean,
I know that the Zack Snyder's cut for Justice League is going to go straight to HBO Max. That's over. They already say it's an HBO series. So obviously HBO Max, for anybody who has it, I have it. We're going to see it, but there's having some back and forth with Black Widow because they say that, it's a popcorn film. It's a blockbuster film. And I agree. It's a blockbuster based on the trailers I've seen. And Marvel, so far, they haven't fucked any movies. Yeah. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But so far, any movies I've seen, even the ones that we believe that it's like, it was okay, it still did good regardless. I see Black Widow as like one of those blockbusters. It's like, man, this looks like fucking badass, actually. And the investors of Black Widow, they're pushing the studio a lot, saying, release this on fucking Disney Plus. And it looks like the studio is like, no, we want to release it. And they're going back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that if you keep on waiting till movie theaters open, you're losing the value of the movie.
I agree.
Like Wonder Woman was supposed to come out in June, and then it's supposed to come out now, and now it's getting pushed back again. It's like, you're really losing me on wanting to watch.
Yes, I agree.
Movies. I'm like, I want to see what's going on. I want to continue the story because like Marvel has nothing. Like after Infinity War, it's like
everything like kind of died out.
Like, what's going on? Like, I have nothing. You have no Loki, no Captain America, Falcon shows coming out. So I'm like,
WandaVision is now coming out finally.
Where's the?
Wait a minute, are they out? Aren't they out?
Hasn't come out just yet. I don't think so.
Wait, let's fact check that a little bit.
I think it's supposed to come out next month, maybe.
I know it was like something around the 30 or something.
December 2020.
There you go. December 2020. What day?
It has not said.
Motherfucker. I could have sworn I saw like a date.
I know they played a date on it. I'm just not sure what date it was.
Oh, so you know when I think it's gonna happen? Once the Mandalorian series is over.
They'll probably
exactly. Exactly. Because that way they'll keep the the viewership up there, like keep going on that route, like keep streaming our shit, like keep subscribing. Let's go. We need to get this ball rolling, I hope
they might wait for WandaVision to come out and then see how it works to see if they get more subscribers and then push out Black Widow. That's another thing they can do also.
That's yeah. So that's another thing that may happen, actually. And I totally forgot about that. That can actually happen.
I'm just hoping WandaVision does not screw up the timeline because I'm not sure what Black Widow's story is. If it's a pre-log story or if she's in a different universe type of thing.
You know what? I can't speculate either. I agree because I don't know if it's a prequel or it's a alternative dimension or is it during Endgame during those 6 years of Endgame.
Yeah, that's the thing. So it's like because I remember Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was literally going with the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everything was happening on the side that we didn't see, but it's like if WandaVision has the same thing, so kind of like don't screw up the timeline.
Or after Endgame, this is Wanda has gone herself somewhere and now she's doing this, and all of a sudden she got into this alternative world.
Like that's supposedly that TV show is supposed to set up for Doctor Strange multiverse.
Yes,
from what I heard. So I mean, you can't don't push Doctor Strange back, because then now I'm going to be like, all right, I'm not interested anymore because you kind of screwed it up for me.
Yeah,
if they push it back, but
same goes with Spider-Man, the first movie. It all goes tied to Doctor Strange's movie.
Yeah.
Like there's gonna be now there's gonna be even huge this phase, because now we're no longer involved with the same universe characters. Now we're gonna involve everyone's characters on multiple universes. It's gonna be insane. It's
pretty much gonna be the same thing that they did with the Flash TV show, where they had all the multiverses.
Yeah,
you saw the original Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
You saw Robin and things like that. So
yeah, man, it's interesting. I hope that we can get Black Widow for Disney Plus. That's what I hope. I don't know if I'm willing to pay the $30, to be honest. 20, 25. That's the highest I'll pay for Black Widow.
I mean, the thing is, people have to understand is you pay $15 for the movies. You're paying $10 for popcorn, because that's what it really is. $10. It's $25. So if you give it to me for $25, I'll pay it because I'm home. I'm not driving anywhere. I'm watching it from home. I have a surround sound in my house.
Yeah.
So it's like, why not? So Disney Plus should just do that. That's what I suggest. I'm not sure what the budget is that they're doing. They might see WandaVision. I saw WandaVision's budget was $150 million. See how that works out and go from there. But Netflix is paying these actors millions of dollars to do a bunch of movies. So it's like, I just say release it on Disney Plus, but we'll see what happens. So
all right. So we're gonna wrap this up very very soon. So before we do, I actually want to go to give you these final questions and we'll wrap it up. What do you consider yourself your greatest accomplishment in everything that you have done so far?
I think my greatest accomplishment is in the music industry. I would say I'm not known as just like the promoter for this company. I think that Elements of Night is now actually like a sub company that people actually know. So like Denials, Seven Lines, Disco Lab, Apex, Treehouse, all, even One More Factory, they all know who we are. So it's not like before that's like, oh, there's two promoters from this company. It's like, no, they're an actual company that actually, knows people. So I think knowing that and actually working directly, that I have the direct contact with every single owner for every company, was a big accomplishment. So it's something that it branches out from being under someone to being the go-to person if they have a question, or I'm able to go directly to the actual source than jumping through 5 people just to find an answer to something.
Okay. 2 more questions. What do you hope to accomplish in all of this?
In music sense, my accomplishment would be start doing my own events. I think I have a passion for hearing music, hearing things that people haven't heard out there, which is why I was trying to get that disco house in there. Still does the house music, just has a little disco vibe to it. With Alvarado, we were working together to try getting it out there and getting new talent to be heard. There's a lot of people out there that are producing music that aren't getting heard, and doing shows and just showcasing them, in different, a Treehouse or any other place I can get to. So that's my goal, that to get out there, start doing that. And if managing artists after later on, then it's the next step after that.
And as a Twitch streamer, gamer,
I mean, spreading the positivity, being one of those people that people can just go to, laugh, enjoy. And if it becomes a career, I mean, I would love to be, as a career, be home and just game for 6-7 hours a day and just, do content for people. So I enjoy it. I've met a lot of people through it. It's a lot different than selling, cruises and things like that, because these are people I'm actually connecting to. So I'm actually connecting to them. They're actually knowing who I am, and I'm knowing them as well, on that type of level. So, I mean, make it a career, hopefully, in the next 2-3 years, and see where it goes from there. I mean, I think that's where Twitch is going now with gaming. It's really starting to go that esports is huge. Gaming wise is huge. It's something, if you have passion for it, I mean, I would say take a shot at it. Do it. It's good.
Okay. So final question. What advice would you give on somebody in general, in life, whether it's music, promoting, gaming? what advice would you give to that person when they're trying to start out with something?
Be passionate in it. Give it your all. There are streams that I'll have 20 people, 50 people.
Mhm.
There's streams that I have 2 people. But if you look at my videos, I have the same attitude, the same spark, the same desire, the same energy, because I like doing it. If you don't like promoting and you like making music, make music. If you like promoting and you don't want to do your own shows, do promoting. Do things that you like. Don't do things because people tell you. That's my advice. I do the gaming. I play the games I like because it's what I enjoy. It's what I'm going to be able to give you 100%. Now, if you told me to play Fortnite, you're going to see me kind of like, I'll play Fortnite, but I'm not going to give you the same energy as if I play the games that I want to play. Or when I work at a club, I like tech house. I like trance. Would I promote bass events? Yeah, I'll promote a bass event here or there, but my energy is not as much into that as it is to trance or to tech house, because that's what I like. So go for the passion. Don't go for what the in thing is, because there's perfect examples of people out there that have worked on their passion and they're doing big things. I want to mention them again, Big and Slim. They didn't stop. They kept on doing what they like.
Yep.
No matter how much people said, hey, this is not going to work. And, you know, they have cartoon artists, things doing stuff like that. They have nice, good tracks and things like that. Just do what you're passionate about and what you like. You won't see me jump into trap or anything like that, because that's not the music I like. I'll always stick to trance. So if I'm going to produce music, it's going to be trance music because that's what I like. And I'm going to give you 100% where it's going to generate to a crowd. Then something that I'm just going to throw together and be like, all right, here you go. Here's a track. So do what you do and do what you're passionate about. Don't worry about what other people say, because you're your own critic, you know? So that's my advice to the people out there.
I love it, man. I 100% agree with it. And I am an advocate of saying people, it's like, follow your passion, follow what truly makes you happy all the way. Because right now, I love DJing. I used to love it back because DJing for me was the only time in my life in which I felt I'm alive. And I love how people were jumping around when I play my own original music. It's incredible. But as time goes by, you know, that in order for me to continue to do DJing, I have to do this and this and this. And even though originally that wasn't part of my plan in life, I still do it just to try to get into it, but it never worked out the way I wanted. I can still do it, but I just now don't have the time or the passion as I used to have it back then. Now it's more of a hobby, and whenever I feel like it, you know. I found my passion on podcasting, and because now I can just spit out everything that I've been feeling for all these years and talk to people like you and others, and to share their experience and hear their thoughts, and, you know, and just just listen to what we had to say, because this is what we came from. Like, I want to let my passion is to let people know that you guys are not the only one going through this shit. I had to go through this shit. You had to go through this shit. Everybody had gone through this shit as well. And we're trying to make it, you know, make it work, you know. But it's what you said. If you're into that, if that's your passion, go follow through and don't stop. If you're in it for the money, you're in it for the fame, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna fall. Like, there's no way out to it. Yeah, man, we're gonna wrap this up, man. This is a great episode, man. It's a long episode. Very long, but I'm gonna divide this into parts. So, you know, every Friday is gonna be a new episode, and you get to see it, you get to share. I'm gonna send you some clips if I can get some good clips that you can post it on your IG and whatnot.
Of course.
Before we leave, plug yourself out, bro. Like, put your IGs and whatnot.
All right, so for pretty much, if you guys want to follow me, the easiest way is just to follow AngryTroll305. It'll have my personal Instagram as well on there as a link, but that's on TikTok, on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram. It's AngryTroll305. And then you'll see like an actual bar there with all my links on there as well. But yeah, I stream usually Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and weekends I vary. But I always have it on my page. And if you guys are ever looking for a club or anything like that down in Miami, I always have it on my other page, which is EON Phase. And you'll see there, I always work at Treehouse Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Sounds
good. Thank you so much.
No, thank you very much for this. And I'll just gonna leave all your links on the description below, just in case. Thank you guys for tuning in. And remember, every week it's a brand new episode with a brand new topic. So be sure to like and subscribe for your weekly episodes at the Lone Wolv Podcast for SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and of course the YouTube channel at lonewolfpod.com. That's lonewolfpod.com. We need to get to, I think, 100 followers at YouTube, right? So they can actually give me my name, my username.
Yeah.
I think it was like something like that. So guys, help me out to get those 100 followers. So instead of going to that website, you can just go youtube.com/lonewolfpod. Okay, guys. So let's get into it. Comment down below. Let me hear your thoughts, your experience. Share it. If you guys want to have a topic that you guys want to discuss it on the next topic, on the next episode, I'm more than happy to listen to it. If you want to add me, you want to add Phil on his social medias, you got all the social medias right there on the description down below. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.